Hey guys, today I wanted to do a little quick review of a tool that I picked up a few months ago for working at Camp Hidden Valley. It's a Boy Scout, a little bit about that. It was a Boy Scout reservation, and this thing saw a lot of use, a lot of abuse there. And it's held up phenomenally well to all of it. I used to carry it just in my pocket, but I added that piece of paracord. I used to carry it in my pocket, but then because I worked at Waterfront for a few days, which is boats, and you have to sink the boats, and we're a bit on edge because this thing sinks and it could just fall out. So I purchased a small S-beaner that I clip onto there, and then I clip that to my belt loop, and then I just drop that in there, and when you want it, you just take it off that clip, and the clip stays where it is. It stays where you put it. So, yeah, about the tool. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tools on it, 16 functions. It's very, very nice for doing things where you might need a tool, but you don't want to carry a toolbox around. This is a pocket toolbox, I call it. We'll start off with the openers. Specifically, I mean the bottle opener and the can opener. The bottle opener opens bottles very, very well. You get a lot of leverage on there. It locks at 90 degrees, and I don't think, or I think that this is the way why they have it locked at 90 degrees, but I don't know if it is. It's because you get a T-handled Phillips head, which works very well. Or I think that this is, since it does have a flathead screwdriver, I think this is so you can get leverage. So you pretty much get a half T-handled flathead. It also has a wire stripper notch, which I don't know if it'll strip a wire, maybe a small wire, but for electrical wire, because over at one of my permissions, or not a permission, over at the farm I pest control at, I shoot birds at like 40 yards with the gun I got sitting over here because I just did another video. But what I did do is I took a piece of wire and we had to cut it, and they didn't want to run back to their barn, so we just, if you put the wire in there and you can jostle it back and forth, it will cut the wire very effectively. And it's not like a clean cut, but it breaks pretty well. That's the bottle opener. The can opener. Can opener, again, works very well. You get a lot of leverage, has a nice little point there, has a decently sharp edge on there, and it also has a smaller flathead screwdriver, but this flathead screwdriver can also be used with Phillips head screws. So this is, you get two Phillips heads. You get a T-handled Phillips head, and you get, and I call this the inline Phillips head because it works just as well on, works just as well on both. Okay. Scissors, like all the cutting tools, it works very, very well. At work, I also worked at the archery range. And we had to make bowstrings, and this was very, very effective at cutting the dacron to make a bowstring. All the kids loved it because it was so small and they could just get it right in there. The wood saw is the next tool. It's very, very, very good wood saw. I've chopped through 1.5-inch sticks with this in under 30 seconds to a minute. It's really a nice saw. The main blade, I haven't really touched the edge in the past 2 months, so it is a bit dull, but it's still pretty sharp. Then the pen blade, I mean, same story, it's just a little bit shorter. And then onto the back tools. I already talked about this already. It's very nice at, if you gotta get a lot of torque for a screw, you can just really put a lot of torque on it. Well, not really good for tight spaces. That's what the can opener I think is for, if you gotta get into a tight space and twist out a screw. So as Philip said, I'll get to this in a moment, but the parcel hook is so hard to get out with just your fingers. I still haven't loosened it up because it doesn't really have a lot of uses, but the uses that you can use for it, that you can have it for, is very nice. You can carry things with this. This is my hunting bag. It's maybe 5 pounds. I've carried my 25-pound backpack around like this with this tool, so it's not, oh, you pick up 1 pound and it's gonna break. No, it's pretty rugged. Yeah. So that hasn't seen much use because it doesn't really have any uses, but it's always nice to have that tool on there. This is the hole borer. It's a awl as well. It has a little hole there. It has a weird like blade thingy because it, instead of like a knife that has an edge like this, it has an edge like this. So when you twist it, it sort of cuts along the edge and makes your hole bigger. It also has a little hole in there where you can poke it through and put a piece of thread through there, and then you just do that a million more times and you get something out of it. Nice emergency hole boring awl. Yes, this is a true victorinox, because somebody will probably ask if it's true or if it's just some gimmick. It's not. It's true victorinox, and I got it at the Boy Scout store. So, and I got the special one with the Boy Scout label. Tweezers, I already touched on these. These are very good tweezers. I mean, no grip. It actually kind of hurts when I pinch with these tweezers. That tool gets held in this one. It's the gray one. And there's a toothpick. The toothpick's point, it doesn't really like hold up very well, but it's very easy to redo that. You can just take the scissors and cut a point back into it, and you're ready to go again. So yeah, that's my review of the Victorinox Huntsman. Hope you liked it. So it is.